Hey everybody, welcome to the garden. I hope you're having a great day. Shout out to the lemon and lime lovers and everybody in between. It's time for the market recap. Okay, so we're just gonna hop right on into the charts. So first, looking at the Dixie, as we can see, had that nice little sell-off from this wick high here, and started piercing the low pivot down here. And over the last 2 days, including today, we've had a little bit of upside. Today wasn't too bad on the upside front. We had a pretty nice move back towards 111, but then we sold off as we came towards the close of the day. We have about an hour left in this candle before we go into the weekend. And so far, we're trading back within the 110s. So this is pretty much a setup that we want to see for continuation to the downside. However, we aren't done looking for upside. In my opinion, I do see us getting towards 111.310 at least. We could potentially be making our way back all the way towards this descending trend line, and then we'll see as we get there if we're actually going to pierce to the upside. In my opinion, we likely won't. I think we're destined to go back towards 108 to start testing out this general zone here as support, and then eventually finding upside from there prior to actually breaking this descending trend line. There's another trend line we want to keep our eye on, pretty much from this low pivot I have circled here, and then bring it down to potentially yesterday's low and pulling that out forward. Now we're seeing a bullish consolidation structure, you could say a flaggish structure, whatever you want to call it, forming here potentially, but you want to give this more time. But what's likely going to happen is you'll have another move higher towards 111.31 to potentially all the way back up towards 112 to 113, find resistance in this general zone, and then pull back further and eventually making its way towards 108. Should this actually break down from this trend line here that I've just drawn, watch for this zone that I have circled here to play as support, and then potentially maybe even a further drop if we have an extended rally in the U.S. Indexes and the Fed is pivoting dovish back down towards 104 to 100. All right, so let's go on next to the U.S. indexes. We'll start off with the Dow like usual. So looking at the Dow, what a day on the Dow. So came up really hard today, extremely powerful, and started piercing this descending trend line. Let me actually thicken this trend line out once more. For whatever reason, the chart's not remembering it, but so far, we're back at this zone. We will see if we actually have a confirmed breakout next week. Just to make clear, in my world, the way I confirm breakouts, it's not from a candle closure above a level. I want to see a daily candle close above a level, and then the next daily candle close above the high of that daily candle. Okay, so if next week, Monday, we have another bullish rise and we close the day above the highs that we made today, then I would consider we're likely in an actual breakout from this descending trend line, and that could be what we're looking to see to spark an extended bear market rally. So overall, really nice to see. I was thinking that we would get towards this trend line either by the end of this week or early next week, and so far we've come to this trend line at the end of the week, last day being today, and we'll see if we open up bullish on Monday. We came into a very powerful close on the buy side today, so we may have some residue buys sitting for Monday. So I'm looking forward to next week, and so far it's been very good for our longs in both crypto and stocks. But we'll see if we find that resistance zone here and then start making our way back down to start again filling out these fair value gaps that we have forming here. Okay, next is the NASDAQ, or sorry, the S&P. Again, another bullish move, following the Dow, came back towards this fair value gap, wicked into it a couple times, and then is starting to make its blast off going towards 39.63 to potentially all the way back up towards 4,000. Really looking to attack this displacement right here. So look at this fair value gap. This is next on the dock to get attacked and potentially filled. So very nice. We're seeing that bullish move that we've been looking for, and now we're going to see if we're going to go into this zone. Are we going to have a bearish consolidation, kind of like I have painted here, and then make a move higher, or are we going to have a swift rejection and come lower? In my opinion, we'll likely have the beginnings of a bullish consolidation, and then we'll see if the Dow will follow suit as well. Okay, but overall, this is great. Again, this is what we kind of mapped out in the coming weeks and months, as we've been building out our long positions, and now we're finally getting the opportunity to really cash in on those while transitioning short in a lot of positions. So make sure, if you're not a member, make sure to take advantage of the free trial that's coming in on November 1st for the swing trade service. That way, if you want to be a member going forward, you can try it out for free and see if it's something you like, because overall the swing trade service has been extremely successful. All right, so looking at the NASDAQ, what a day on the NASDAQ. Held this level here at 11,071. Extremely bullish down the NASDAQ, almost a 5% mover. And honestly, this looks prime if we have a bullish Monday to just get right back towards the top side of this ascending channel and then eventually break through. And I do think once we break through, we're probably going to pull back towards the top of this channel and then make our way higher towards the green zone. I do not expect the green zone to be broken quickly. It's very, very likely we do see denials here under and inside of this zone, and then eventually, if we're going to have that extended bull market rally or bear market rally, then we'll make a move higher, potentially towards the orange zone. Okay, but I am loving what I'm seeing, especially as we're on the long side and then slowly building out our short positions as well. Let's hop into gold and take a quick look at what's going on there, and then we'll look at silver, and then we'll look at oil. Okay, so gold failing off of this descending trend line and came right back down towards this low wick, like I said, to watch out for, and wicked right off of it. We'll see if Monday has a continuation to the downside. Usually when you have this sort of two candle structure, this doji and then a bearish engulfing, you do have a little bit more downside, but that's usually when you have an extended move to the upside. This is not really an extended move to the upside. This is more of just a consolidation under a resistance. And it doesn't have a bullish bias. It has a continuation bias to the downside. So we may be coming down towards this double bottom zone here and probably will break under. Okay, it's most likely will break under, but it doesn't mean that we won't see this descending trend line break anytime soon. All right, we want to be patient with gold, like I've been saying over and over. Wait to see if this trend line breaks. Look how often we've come towards this descending trend line. We didn't get towards it here. Okay, we hit it here. We didn't get towards here. Then we had that sell off from there. Came into it here, failed off, sold off. Came into it here, pierced it, but failed under it. Didn't have a confirmed breakout, and then quickly came back towards it. So this descending trend line is weakening in strength. Okay, so we just have to be a little bit patient. Eventually, it will probably break to the upside. And silver is next. Again, still in that expanding microphone structure, but again had a fairly bearish daily candle yesterday, and then today's daily candle kind of confirmed, okay, we're probably going to come down towards this ascending trend line, and we'll see, are we going to hold this level and then make our way back up to try and fill out this imbalance here, and then eventually towards the highs here. We'll just have to be patient and wait and see. But if we do lose that level, watch for the low of this microphone structure to start getting targeted over a period of time. Again, that's going to, depending how quickly or slowly it drops, anywhere from $16 to $14. And now let's take a quick look at oil, and then we'll look at Bitcoin after that. So looking at oil, again, I love what I'm seeing from oil. I am seeing this probably making its way up higher, but we may get another move down just to consolidate off of this pretty large candle that came up pretty rapidly. But we are primed to at least fill this fair value gap. And if we do, we're likely going to start targeting the highs here. I do think oil does come lower over time. So what I'm seeing is for oil, I do think we do get towards the 75s. Again, we do take out these lows, but that may be coming early next year or sometime late December. I do think we're going to probably rally before that, going back towards like 95 to 100 and maybe slightly higher. Once we get towards this ascending trend line is when I would be looking for a denial to come lower and then continue down to build out this much larger bullish structure off of the monthly. All right, now let's take a quick look at Bitcoin. Okay, pulling that up. So Bitcoin, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Had that breakout, in my opinion. Had a fairly decent day yesterday. So, it was a significant sell-off yesterday, but wasn't really a bearish bias or anything, or a what I would consider the end of this rally. More of a consolidation beginner. So we're likely going to start seeing a consolidation here. So us trading within this down candle here, and we're starting to see that today. And then if it starts forming like a flag watch for that flag to form, and then eventually enough fuel to start filling out the rest of this imbalance and potentially start targeting liquidity levels above this first high pivot here. So I'm liking what I'm seeing overall, and today's definitely what you wanted to see if you want continuation in crypto. Okay, and especially the Dow. The Dow also showing a lot of strength, so that does take away the fear of the U.S. indexes, the U.S. equity markets slowing down in the short term. So we may see an extended move in crypto as well over the weekend. So I'm loving what I'm seeing. We just have to continue to be patient, and then slowly bank in on the gains, and then slowly build out the shorts as we go into potentially an extended rise. All right, everyone, that's pretty much everything I'm going to go over. Just to remind you again, the free trial for the swing trade service starts November 1st. So if you are interested in that service, make sure to participate in that trial, or at least observe in the Discord. That way you can get an idea of how it works. And if it's something you do end up liking, make sure to join the service. It's $15 a month. And if you want to learn how to trade like me, I do a tutoring service. So you could do a payment per session, which is $100 per session, or you could pay for a bundle of sessions, about 4 sessions for $300. So it's like a monthly payment. That way you're paying for 3 sessions, but you're getting 1 free. I recommend that if you want to have multiple sessions. And on average, over the course of people I have tutored so far, it usually takes me around 3 to 4 sessions in total to get my full idea across. And then anything past that, it's usually it's just more technical stuff, more fundamental stuff. Most of the things that I'm teaching, it has to do with mindset and getting very strict rules made clear and followed. And that can take some time depending on some people, and that can be really quick. It just depends on you personally, okay? All right, everyone. Thank you for participating in the Discord, and remember, be patient, be vigilant, and be nimble. I love you guys. Take care.